Across the literature, there is a general lack of consensus on the definition of executive functioning. Salem Press Encyclopedia defines executive functioning as the active mental processes that allow humans to complete complex tasks. They give individuals the ability to solve unexpected problems, to plan in advance, and to resist negative temptations. Research has tried to define what would be included in executive functioning. Chan and colleagues of 2008 define executive functioning as an umbrella term for functions such as planning, working, memory, inhibition, mental flexibility, as well as the initiation and monitoring of action. While Miyake and Friedman of 2012 define executive functioning as a set of general-purpose control processes that regulate one's thoughts and behaviors. Music of 2014 describes executive functioning as an umbrella, which includes planning ahead, self-regulation, working memory, self-reflection, concentration, behavioral inhibition, and areas of interpersonal functioning. Camerota and colleagues of 2020 define executive functioning as referring to the set of higher-order cognitive abilities that enable individuals to plan and execute goal-directed behaviors, and narrow the definition to working memory, inhibitory control, and cognitive flexibility. Pliger and colleagues of 2020 notes how what is recognized as parts of executive functioning, both in number and nature, varies by author. In the research, there is a consensus on the lack of confirmation of how to define executive functioning or what it includes. In my time of working on my senior thesis with Professor White, I achieved a greater understanding of executive functioning as well as neuropsychological testing and data. In this project, I went into a deep dive of the literature of executive functioning, and I was also able to interact with existing data. I think developing a greater understanding and a more specific definition of executive functioning will be helpful in the future. Looking at the research, executive functioning bleeds into our everyday lives, and we're still not sure how to properly define it. Developing a more clear definition of executive functioning will allow us to continue to move forward in our research, including ways executive functioning impacts us and how we can best assist those with deficits in executive functioning. Thank you for your time and your interest in my research.